Hi, welcome. My name is Danica. I am the Senior Social Media Coordinator for California Psychics, and today I'm here with Psychic Kerrigan and Amanda Rodriguez. How are you guys doing today?
Great.
Doing great. Thanks for joining. Yay, we're back.
So much fun. It's the end of the year. It is an absolutely crazy time. I know last week we also had somebody join us. We're going to be doing another live reading for the first half. But before we do that, we're going to jump in and we're going to take some audience questions. So I'm going to give you guys a couple of seconds to get your questions in before I pick a question. But yeah, hopefully we get a good one soon because I mean, I know that the end of the year is just a really stressful time for everyone. So if you are asking a question and you are asking about another person, whether it's a deceased loved one or a love interest or a kid or a coworker, if you could include their first name, that will really help Kerrigan connect better to your question and to you. Oh, we have a good one right here. Marie says, "Do you see me moving? When and where?"
Okay, let's see. I definitely feel like there is a healthy change of occupancy, people moving in, people moving out. It's very positive. It's very healthy. I do feel anywhere from after we get out of December, you're probably looking at 2 months time frame, which some people might think, wow, that's like, would that be February? Who moves in February? But that's what Spirit is saying. Where I just feel like I'm on the right side of the United States. I don't feel like I'm in a different country. I feel like I'm more East Coast. So somewhere I want to go right here, which would be like, what would that be? Like there's there's like what's below New York? It's the state that's what I'm really drawn to. I'm looking at the map with my mind's eye, and it's like the state below like that whole coastline right there. It's right below New York, not in New York, but below it is what I saw. So that's an option of a doorway opening up for you. But it is within that February timeframe. And if you think that that is too soon, they're also showing when we get to end of March going into April, that's another good time frame for you too as a second choice. But I feel that you're ready to go now. You're ready to get going. So that February might actually work for you.
Let's pick a question from YouTube. Crystal says, "I was told I would be getting a new position within the company next year. Do you know what it is?"
The position time frame, that's what's coming through first. That's April, May time frame for sure. Position though, it's you're moving up. You're moving up the ladder. Like I don't feel like it's like a supervisor position, but it's almost like somebody that's in charge of a whole bunch of different people and components and projects. It's definitely, I want to say a project manager, but it doesn't seem the right fit, but more on the lines of like some sort of a project manager is what I feel like it could be called.
So I think now is a good time to get started on taking the questions. But before I do that, I just want to let everyone know we will be continuing to take audience questions. So make sure that you stay watching, stay commenting your questions, tag your friends, tell them to get in here and put their questions in the comments and start watching. Share this on your page so that way they can, people you don't tag can see it because there might be someone on your friends list that wants to see it. And if you really enjoy this, go ahead and give us a follow on Facebook, or if you're over on our YouTube channel, subscribe to us because we do these every single Monday except for the third Monday of the month when we do our tarot live. So you always have your chance to get your question answered. But before we jump into Amanda's reading, I also want to point out that for our loyal Karma Reward members, make sure that you're checking out our app and our website for a special offer as our December holiday celebration continues. We got a lot of really cool stuff in there. And if you are using our app, got that really cool chat feature so you can get your own reading. And if you are going to get a reading and you are a new customer, use that promo code that is down at the bottom, LIVE5, and that's going to give you $5 added to certain new customer packages. Are you guys ready to jump into Amanda's reading?
Yes.
Perfect. Well, I will let you guys take the reign. Amanda, if you want to go with your first question.
Sure. Okay, so my first question is about my upcoming empty nest life. It's not here yet. My youngest son is 12, so I still have a few more years, but I'm starting to feel like a little bit of stress or uncertainty about what's to come next. I spent so much time in my focusing on mom life and doing all of the mom things. And I work, but I just feel like I've even given up a lot of career opportunities over the past 18 years raising my kids. So now I'm sort of feeling like I need to maybe prepare now for what's happening next. And I just don't know where that's going. I don't know if I'm going to look for a new change of career or just a new hobby, because that's a thing I don't really have. So something about what is coming next in that part of my life, I guess.
Before we started the live, I was really feeling that you were going to be doing public speaking. I really was. And I don't know if that's on your plate now, but I did see it skyrocketing for you, and you actually branding yourself, not just with hobbies and stuff like that, but different components of you that are dear to your heart, definitely dear to your heart, that you're passionate about, but telling the world about it. There's one thing that was really big with you, and I'll tell you, it had something to do with fashion. It really did. I don't know if I don't feel like you're going to be like Jason, in Hollywood or like that. He's super cool. But I feel like just making people see this is the newest fashion. This is what goes. This is what doesn't go. This is how you feel comfortable. That's one thing. But then also too, the other part of it is going out to different venues and actually speaking about your life, your experiences, everything that you've done. But the cool thing too is that they're throwing out over in this way too. I heard the name David. I don't know what that means. We'll get to that in a minute. But I feel very strong that you're not, it's almost like you're not changing career. You're just adding more on to who you are and what your talents are, because you have so many talents. I mean, my goodness, you could do a cooking show if you wanted to. Sometimes you think oh no, I couldn't do that. But there could be some sort of either a big podcast or an actual television show that because you have people listen to what you say. You convey yourself very well, and people understand where you're coming from. You see what I mean? And not only being the mom, but the business person, the entrepreneur person, and then just that passionate person that just paints all these awesome different colors. That's who you are, and that is a large audience. It's such a huge audience for where you could just today is Tuesday and we can talk about this, and then today is Wednesday, and then you could start even doing different ads and stuff like that too, and teaching people how to become how you started, and also the marketing part of things as well. I mean, you've got so much creativity, and you put all of that together in a package, you'd be like, where do I start? And that's a cool thing. So what you do is just pick the top 3 that you truly feel that you're good at, and start plugging those in. But I'll tell you what, probably, what are we in 2020? By 2023, I really feel like that's the time to really start to get this ball rolling, to start branding yourself in different talents and reach other different audience members. I mean, you could be looking at 3-4 million followers if you wanted to. And that's a big deal. I mean, I think that's a really big deal. But you've got the pizzazz to do it, and you've got the drive, and you'll have the time to do it too.
Right.
So, but the loneliness, after I would say about this time next year, you're going to be okay with feeling how you feel about kids transitioning and changing. But you have to remember this too. you've done this for so long, and you've got all of your kids in a single file to where they're going to be amazing kids. They're going to go out and change the world. They are. Some will lag for every now and then, but you'll kick them in the butt and you'll tell them what to do. So all of that stuff's still going to be there, but then before you know it, there'll be more additions to the family probably too. I mean, you've got, what do you have, 3 kids, is it?
Yeah.
Do you? Okay. So, yeah, I mean, and those are going to be great years. Trust me when I tell you that. Those are going to be great years. But there's also now, do you have a daughter? Do you have a little girl?
I have 3 sons.
3 sons? Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, I gotta be careful here. One day, you're gonna be doing the whole girly thing. And that's how I can say that. Okay. And that is going to be a blast. Let me tell you, because I don't like to say you'll be the favorite, but you will be the favorite. So you know what I mean? And that I don't feel like that's right now, but that's later as we go on. And that's just going to be a whole bunch of cool tutus and glitter and support and dance and modeling and writing about this, telling parents and other moms what to do about this. And they're going to tell you what they're showing me. I don't know who the David was, but I heard the name. But when it comes to networking and meeting other people, mm-hmm. you're definitely going to be helping people get some style. I mean, it is, and hopefully you'll remember me because I can't style. I wear black all the time. I can't style myself at all. But I do feel like that part of it is there too, and it isn't just it's not like Gucci or Louis or Prada or anything like that, but it's what we need. You know what I mean? It's what the traditional everyday person would want. And that's where you come in, because you're good at conveying messages. You're good at seeing colors and eyes and details. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm, so you can put all of that together, and just kind of like when we were little girls, how we used to have those flat fashion plates, and we would take yeah. I mean, I totally see that's probably what you thought about when you were little before, but now here it comes. It's actually coming down the path for you to be able to do that. Mm-hmm. So I really think you should focus on that. Probably 30% and another 30% somewhere else. And then it's all just going to come together. It truly is. But there's also travel involved with you too. And I'm telling you what, I feel like you could, once you get that other, I mean, I feel like you're going to have a big audience, and there's endorsements there. There's going to be bigger endorsements where if you want to go hang out in Belize on a beach, you know what I mean? Or one of the cool little hut spot in the ocean with all this other cool little houses around it, mm-hmm. and then do, a live podcast or something, or write something about that, like an article about that. My gosh. I mean, you could be traveling for nothing, just for working, like a traveling kind of reporter, but not a reporter, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Now that's super cool. But who is David to you? Because I don't understand where that name, and I'm not in anywhere where David would be coming through.
I'm not sure. I only have the only person I can think of. I have an uncle named David, but I can't think of anyone else off the top of my head. But I have to say I am very, very bad with names. So people, a lot of times I meet through networking and business, I'm always I have to look you up on Facebook to know your name.
I get you. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, it might be Uncle David. It might be, but I don't feel like it. I feel like it's more business type. I do. Okay. But check in with your Uncle David. I mean, it's the holidays. It's a great time to check in. He might give you some inspiration or put that pizzazz into you that makes you have inspiration and get you to the drawing board to create. But I do feel like this David person that's going to be coming in to your vibe is going to open some doors for you too. I don't feel like you're all going to work together, so to speak, but I do feel like it's almost like a life changer, like a branch, or not a branch, but like a path that you could take to put you on another path.
Okay.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's absolutely for sure. But I don't feel I'm a little bit nibby, don't be mad at me, but I wanted to see if you were going to just stay still. Like, are you going to just stay where you are? Or are you just going to go and relocate? And I don't feel like that right now. I feel like you will be en route. You will, but it won't be like boxing things up and moving right away. It won't. But later on, yes, you will. Later on, I do feel like you will.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have a bit of a coincidence in the comments. We have someone named Angel who wants to know if they're going to reconnect with their first love, David, and be in a relationship.
Reconnect with first love, David. Hold on, okay, let me shift gears here. 1 second. Angel, right? Okay.
Yeah.
You will reconnect. You will. But as for the relationship, I feel like the reconnection, that's going to come later on. But you're going to find somebody from like on that in between that you're really going to like. You truly will. And I feel like you're going to start to build a life with them. And then when David comes back in or comes, recycles back through into your life, you're already going to be set up. But the cool thing about you and David is once you do reconnect, I feel like there will be sporadic reconnection. I don't feel like it's you're just not going to talk to each other and then that's it. There's more and more coming. But as for relationship, I'm not seeing that right now because I do feel very strong that there's somebody that you're really going to dig coming on your vibe that is going to be just knock your socks off. So when that does happen, and David comes back through, just know that that's confirmation that you're on the path that you're supposed to be on. But don't be sad that, you and David, because you're going to be happy with somebody. And don't be sad that you and David won't reconnect because this newer person that's going to come through for you is going to fill up all of the, all of the, I guess we could call it holes, like Swiss cheese, the Swiss cheese holes that you want filled up. You won't have any more of that inside of you. It'll all be, fulfilled.
Sorry, that question was jumping out at me when you started asking who David was. I was like, oh, there's a person that wants to know about a David.
That's cool. Very
Before
cool.
we get back to Amanda's reading, I just want to thank everyone that is tuning in. We have so many first-time viewers and returning viewers. It is absolutely incredible to see all of you guys joining us again. If you're wondering what I'm talking about when I say returning viewers, I mean, we do this every single Monday, except for the third Monday of the month when we do our tarot live. So make sure that if you're watching on Facebook, you hit that follow button. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button so that you can remember next Monday to come back. And we will be with Psychic, I believe Psychic Marin next Monday. So make sure that you put that on your calendar. And then for the following week, put that on your calendar that we're doing our tarot live. You can come back and ask a question for a free tarot card pool. And if your question doesn't get answered today, or you do have some more follow-up questions, if you use that promo code DudeMom5, it's going to give you $5 added to certain new customer packages. So you get a little bit more time with your reading, and make sure that you check out our app. We have this really cool chat feature that's just a really nice, discreet way to get an app during the holidays. I know it's kind of hard to talk on the phone when you are surrounded by family, or things can just be a little bit too stressful and maybe you don't want people overhearing your conversation. So check out that chat feature. Bet it's going to be an absolute lifesaver this holiday season with everybody just at home with their family. And then also for our Karma Rewards customers, make sure that you are checking out our app and our website for special offers, because right now we have a December holiday celebration going on that's just full of fun stuff. So check that out when you get the chance. I think that's all of the announcements that I have, but thank you everyone for joining. Make sure that you keep commenting your questions. If you are asking about a person, whether you're asking about a deceased loved one or a romantic interest or a boss or a friend or a family member, if you could include your first name in your question, try to make your question be a little bit more specific. We do love questions asking if you can get a reading, but if you could just be a little bit more specific with asking your question, because we are getting a lot of comments with people just asking for career questions. So Amanda has to go in 10 minutes. So let's pop back into Amanda's reading. Make sure that you're commenting your questions, because in 10 minutes, we're going to jump back into pulling questions like we usually do.
All right. So after Kerrigan went into everything that you just went into, it made me like want to kind of change what I had said before, because I felt like it was sort of a message from my mom. So my mom passed away suddenly like 18 months ago. And she was such a huge supporter of my business, like was always telling me to like go try new things. And she had this thing in her mind that I was going to write a book, which I've done since she passed away, and that I was going to have a TV show, which I have not done. But I don't know if that's what's going to happen or not in terms of like the TV show thing. But what I want to know is if you're getting any other messages from her, because I really feel like she was just speaking, like everything you said sounds like something my mom would say. Her name is Diane.
Right. Oh, wow. Okay, cool. Now, who's the Libra in your family? Who is the Libra?
I wish I knew. I'm so bad at that.
When was her birthday?
Her birthday is in August 6th.
Okay, who's the end of September, October baby?
Trying to think. My mother-in-law was born in Yep.
Okay. Because I just feel a lot of Libra energy, but that's also creative energy too. You know,
okay.
I just kind of try to rule that out. I really do feel TV. I'm being honest with you. I don't feel like computer screen. I feel like TV screen. That's coming. It is coming. But with her, there's like, I'm trying to figure out what they're called. I can't remember what they're called. They're flowers, like they're tiger lilies, but they're the pink ones, if that makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
Did she plant a lot? Did she plant a lot of flowers? Is that what that is?
Yeah, she loved gardening, and that was actually her favorite flower. So
was it her favorite one? Okay, she said, I'm sorry, she's super cool. She's like, when are you going to plant those? When are you going to plant? Well, yeah, when are you going to plant this? The tulips are okay, but she wants the not the orange ones. She's specific. The pink ones, the pink tiger lily ones, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And that, I tell you what, transition and change for you. I'm going to tell you, you're going to now seeing that, because I use herbs and flowers and seasons for timelines. It won't be this summer, but it'll be next summer that you start to see things really starting to unravel for yourself, because when they're in full bloom, 100% full bloom, you're going to start to see rapid change. And she says, just tell her what you need. She says, just absolutely tell her what you need, because you've got like 7 things going on in your head right now. And you're real hard to keep up with, she says. Yeah. but she's saying that you write down, like she said, or maybe, I don't know where it was coming from, but to write down the 3 things, the most important things, and tell her, remove obstacles so I can get these completed.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, does she have a sister as well?
She has 4 sisters.
No, is one in spirit?
No.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Then it might be her mother then. Might be. Because there's a woman with her, but she's not like grandma. Well, I'm a grandma, but I don't look like one, you know what I mean? But this lady is not like grandma, you know. So that's why I may have mistaken her as a sister. But I do feel
it might be my sister.
Oh, okay. Your sister is in spirit then, in the spirit realm. Okay. And what was her first name?
Laura.
Because she's coming to me in like 26, 27 years old, something.
Oh, yeah.
Is that
around there, close?
Okay. And they're living it up. Like they're living it up with like the roof down. Like they got the nice car now. She wants you to know that they have the car and they drive around with the top down. So they're living it up. This is good.
Perfect.
But as she says that she's with you and she's not, no worry, she's not going to leave you. And she wants you to know that she wants you to know that she can be with all of you at one time, because in spirit there is no time and there is no distance. So it's almost like looking through a kaleidoscope and seeing different shapes. That's all of you. You see what I mean? So she's with, I've got chills upon chills. Like I've actually got, I can feel the goosebumps in my legs, like through my Adidas short. And she says that she says, don't be so giving when it comes to the technology. I don't know if you're fighting about that or if there's disagreements about that in the household about the technology, but don't be so giving. Stand your ground when it's time to stand your ground, because she said you weren't raised like that. That's what she said. And she says that it's okay to take things away from people that overuse technology, and she supports you with that. So when you're ready to pull your hair out, just start talking to her. Just say, just give me the patience. Help me get the patience. Help me get through this one. And she'll swoop down and she will definitely help you get through that. But it's really strange too, because I keep seeing like the old Facts of Life, the old like Alice, the Diner, like those old movies. You're not movies, but old sitcoms and stuff. I don't know if you all watch those together.
Yeah, we watched a ton of all Bewitched and Regiment Genie and
yes, because she's showing me that too. But she wants you to know that she is finally on the water. She can be on the water now. And I don't know if that was something that she wanted to do or if she loved to do, but she's there now. And she says she's that's her home. You know, she's got that little place on the water. Perfect. So, but there's somebody named Katie too. Katie that's with her. Or she's looking down on Katie, or there's a Katie with her. It's either she's looking down, because I heard it like a disembodied voice, like Katie. That's how I heard it. Do you still have the, I know you had to divide things because she's showing me division, like the actual symbol of division, but do you still have like the ring that you took or you were given, and you still wear that one?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Because she says that's your creative flow. That's like the ring of power.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And she says, make sure you pass that down. She says, when it's not, she says it not soon, but when it's time, pass it down.
Good. That's what I wanted to do that. I've been thinking about it and trying to decide like which one of my sons they've talked to me about it as well. So
yeah. She says, be careful when the first future wife comes in. Not that it's bad, but hold on to that. Hold on to that ring, and just maybe when there's a grandchild or something. Do you see what I'm saying? Because that's going to last. That's eternal. That's going to last. I know it's a material thing, but to her, it's not a material thing. This is something that is major for her. Yeah. And she wanted it. Like she thought this out. She calculated this for you to pass and pass and pass along. Okay. It's almost like the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, but it's not the ring. Right. And she says, don't be afraid to take leaps of faith. Don't question confidence. She's pounce on it like a kitty cat, like a tiger, like the lioness that you are, and continue. She says, you're the leader. You are the leader. People follow you. I'm sorry. I like her. Oh my God. Wow. And it's you don't have a swimming pool, do you? Because she's saying it's okay to go ahead and get one.
No, she had a pool, but we don't have one.
Yeah, it's okay if you get one. She says that. It's all right. She says, don't worry about how the money's going to come. She'll help you get the money. You know what I mean? Just ask her for it. But she says she really likes that water, doesn't she? I mean, so it's okay if you get it too, because I feel like that's where she'll dwell the most, not like, in the living room or sitting on the chair by the lamp, by the end table where she normally does in your home and in your gathering room. Because I really feel that's where she is. She's on the end of the couch by that lamp when she's chilling out with all of you. But she says it it's okay to get the pull, and she'll be right there the whole time. So that's good too. That's very good. Yeah. But I just keep seeing like Basset, like the Egyptian goddess Basset, the cat. You know what I mean? Did she have cats, or do you have? What's up with the cats? Like
I'm not sure. We both have. She was very close to her dog. And I have a small dog now that my kids say is a cat.
Okay, maybe it's a cat reincarnated.
Right? She like jumps all over, like into the windowsill and everything. So.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I really feel like when you feel like you're not protected, call on her. You know, and also San Miguel, of course, our archangel, but call on her. It's important to do that because she's saying you're spiritually, physically, emotionally protected. Like she's not letting anything happen to any of you. None of you. You like remember those like 1940s like plastic rubber things we used to put on our hair to go swim?
Oh, right.
She's showing me that, and she's like doing the I don't know, what is this, freestyle breaststroke? I don't know which one it is, but she's showing me that. But the rubber hats on,
right,
the cap. You wear one of those?
Not really, but she did like to one of our last trips we went to an island, and she like was so excited about snorkeling and like going out into the water. So I know it's something that she really enjoys.
Yeah. It's such a pleasure to tune into her energy, but I feel like she's fading. We had, you know, a really good amount of time with her. Spirit normally when they come in for mediumship, we've got a 3 to 5 minute window, but she was like, and I pushed some of my energy out too because I wanted you to get some of the messages that you needed to hear. But I feel like she's not doing the mic drop, but she's like going back. You know what I mean? Like getting ready to recharge. But I feel, you know, probably 9, 10 o'clock at night. Don't be scared when you see something flicker or hear something or feel something. Don't. It's just her. Okay. And she's letting you know that because she's saying, I feel it like more of throughout my body now that she's going to be coming in to just be with you and just like wipe all of the stuff out of your head, all of the thoughts, all of the the cycling of the tornado of thoughts is what I call them. But she's going to just be wiping it out and making sure you sleep very well.
Perfect.
I wonder if she could sense that our time with Amanda is thank you so much, Amanda, for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
It was such a pleasure watching Kerrigan do a reading live. That was absolutely incredible. I have chills. But
it was amazing. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, thanks for helping me tune in with your energy. I love it. And just keep going. Honestly, Amanda, just put them horse blinders on and don't look left or right. Just keep focusing and keep going. You're on rocket. Rocket. Yeah.
All right. Well, Amanda, I'm going to let you go, and we're going to tune into some audience questions now. So go ahead and start commenting your questions so we can jump right in. Thank you so much, Amanda.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Yeah, so we're going to jump right into questions. If you do have your questions, go ahead and comment them below. Make sure that you if you are asking about somebody, if you can use their first name, whether it's a deceased loved one or romantic interest or your best friend or whoever it is you want to know about, make sure that you're giving us their first name. And I actually, before we get started, there was a comment from Sherry. She wanted to know if these are paid readings and how do you get a reading? So super simple. All you have to do is go to californiapsychics.com, or if you go to our business info, we have a phone number that you can call. We also have an app. And within our app, we have this really awesome chat feature. So if you're not really comfortable being on the phone and you want something a little more discreet, definitely give that a try. And we have a promo code down at the bottom. DudeMom5 is going to give you $5 added to certain new customer packages. And if you do want to get a reading with Psychic Kerrigan, I'm going to put her extension up on the screen. It is 6245. Whether you want to give her a call later on this week or later on this month, she is absolutely incredible to get a reading with, as we just saw. Are you ready to jump into some questions?
Yes, let's do it.
Let me pull one. There are a lot of ones, people asking for just a reading, so make sure if you are asking a question, try to make it a little bit more specific. This one is from Francesca. She says, "Hi, how are you? Will I pass my 2 real estate exams next week?"
Yes, no anxiety, no worries. You already have retained the information. It reminded me of this cartoon that I used to see when I was little, with all of the numbers and calculations when the head, like the skull comes off, and then all this information and knowledge comes out. You have all of that knowledge inside of you, Francesca. You're going to have anxiety. I do feel like you will to be test anxiety, but no worries. You're not going to get 100%, but you're going to pass, and that's what's important. So yes, and further, what they're saying here is too that once you pass, you're going to be able to get a lot of business. It's not going to be slim pickings in the beginning. It's going to be a nice moderation, and you're going to do very well in this profession. In the real estate profession, you will do very well. So good choice, and knock that test out of the water, and good luck with your career. You're going to do very well.
This one is from Siobhan on YouTube. She wants to know if she should go out with Donald.
Donald feels like somebody from before. That's really what it feels like. It feels like it's a repeat or a refresh. Or it's like you thought about this before. You probably have known them before. Something. I don't know. I don't feel bad about it, but I don't feel like it's where you're gonna. I mean, you could go to learn lessons and just chill out and maybe be inspired. But is this the one? No. I don't feel like that. I'm sorry, honey. I didn't mean to bring you down or anything. I'm just trying to save you from not from a disaster, but not from wasting time. But I don't want to see you distracted to where you can miss something that's super duper awesome for yourself in the future with someone else.
Angelica wants to know if she has any messages from her mother or her grandmother. Both have passed in a matter of a couple of years, and the names are Jessica and Maria.
There's something very significant about May and October. And I don't know if that is their transitional date or their birth dates or anniversary dates. There's something very, 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 and I just feel like that's their confirmation coming through to talk to you about this. One thing that I'm definitely hearing from Maria is that she wants you to know that even though she looks at you as a child and a little girl, she knows, and she confirms that you're growing up, and she knows that you have taken on a lot of responsibility, and she's very proud. Where other people have fallen by the wayside, you haven't. If there is a obstacle, you figure out how to go under it or on top of it or dig a ditch and get out of it. She says you've always had that talent, and there's something about I don't know if that's a brother or it's a male figure about your age, around part of your age, that has the baseball bat. She wants you to know that she was there too. I think it was a baseball game, some sort of sport with the ball and the bat that is close to you, and you two are going to become even closer. She's been working on that. So I don't know if you've gone like it's been awkward between you and a family member, but she's been working on that to make sure that it's balanced again. And Jessica, I just feel like Jessica keeps saying it was too soon. It was too soon. It was just too soon. It happened too soon. But she's okay. She's definitely okay. But she just keeps saying it was too soon. Like she wished it could have been longer. She wished she could have had more time. But they're both with you 100%. I have no doubt with that. But embroidery too. There's things that are embroidered, like names on shirts and stuff like that. Listen, what is her name's Angelica?
Yes.
Angelica, if you're thinking about starting your own business, your own company, you need to do that. You truly need to do that, because these two spiritual ladies are going to propel you to do that, and you're going to be very successful at a business. But there's going to be people working for you. I feel like it's their names that are going, because it's their names on their shirts somehow. But it's not like a big corporation, but it's a nice start of a business where you have people that have these shirts that have their names on them, and it's yours. You're not the employee. You're the person calling the shots. You're the creative behind all of it. And there's something about Joe that's coming from Maria and Joe. I'm not sure who Joe is, but I think Joe is with her. I'm pretty sure Joe is with her, and I feel like they want you to know that they're all together. There's a lot of Archangel Raphael energy around you too, and that's a lot of like emotional healing, balancing. And they say it's okay to visit the West. It's okay to go out West more, unless you're already there, and that's good. But stay there, but explore it more. But West is what I heard. I'll leave you with that.
Our next question is going to come from Ash. She says, "Hi, I was wondering if you could give me any insight into my relationship with Nick. I'm not sure where this is going or how he feels about me." And then she said that there's someone named Steve who is also coming back.
Nick, Ash, Nick's going to be the type of person that looks back and you haunt Nick, like the one that got away, the one that I should have paid attention to more, the one that I should have put my energy into. Steve is a pass through. Don't be mad at me. I'm being honest. Steve is someone to kind of mend that bridge to where you're going, because they're showing me April, May timeframe. Your romantic energy just spikes up. It just elevates up. And when I see that tells me clearly that you are engaged in a very satisfying romantic relationship. But I do feel like it will be a familiar person, but I don't feel like it's Nick or Steve. I don't. I feel like it's somebody coming through. Steve is a good friend. Steve will be a friend. Nick, you got to sever ties with Nick, because Nick is bringing you down, and Nick's making you waver back and forth. And I don't want to see you waver back and forth. It's not worth it. It's not when I know you're going to be like on top of your game and like have that extra spring in your step when we get into that time frame, that April, May time frame.
We have another question about a deceased loved one. This one comes from Sherry. She asks if she can connect with her mother, Darlene, who passed away August 25th, 2014. She wasn't around, and she feels guilty about a fight that they had a few years past.
Sherry, I think I've got Darlene here. I'm pretty sure I do, because I just keep seeing vanilla ice cream. And I don't know if that's what she had to eat, or if that's what her favorite was, or if that's what you two always did together, but I keep seeing it. And what she says is, you always fought. Both of you always fought. It was just another fight on a different day. And she says, no, do not take that to heart. Do not worry about that. She says that she is still with you to help you, to guide you, to ground you, to make sure that you reach your higher level of self so you can become great and continue to help as many people as you've already helped. She says, stop, roll your sleeves back down, quit wearing your heart on your sleeve with everybody. And when you got to put your foot down, put your foot down. But she says that you had a lot of experience on how to put your foot down and stand your ground and stand up for yourself. And she's not mad at you for that. She's not. That was just a life lesson that you needed to learn in order to protect yourself against the people that want to take advantage of you. And she says that she's been watching some people take advantage of you, and that's what she's upset about. She says, stop that, but don't worry about the fight, if that makes sense to you.
So we have about 15 minutes left. So before we jump into the next questions, I just want to thank everyone that is watching. We have so many new faces and familiar faces. Thank you guys so much for coming back every single week. We do these almost every single Monday, except for the third Monday of the month. So make sure if you're on Facebook, you hit that follow button. If you are on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, because we're going to be back here next Monday with Psychic Marin, and not the Monday after that. That's when we do our tarot live, which is really similar, except it's a post and you can comment with your question for a chance to have a 1-card tarot pool. And then at the end of the month, the last Monday of the month, we will be here with Psychic Tegan. So make sure that you come back if you didn't get your question answered. And if you don't want to wait that long, or you have your question answered and you need a little bit more clarity, feel free to give us a call or download our app or visit us on the web at californiapsychics.com. We have so many incredible psychics on our line, including Psychic Kerrigan, who, I mean, you saw earlier, she is absolutely incredible. I had chills watching that. So definitely give her a call. Kerrigan, when's the next time you're going to be online?
Tomorrow, let me see. I think I start at noon tomorrow because I've given myself a little bit of a sleep in this week. Let's see, tomorrow's Tuesday, right?
Yes.
Noon to 2, 3 to 5, and 7 to 9.
All right. Well, there you go. That's when you can give her a call. And if you are a new customer, we have a promo code down at the bottom of the screen. Dude Mom 5 is going to get you $5 added to certain new customer packages. So that's going to give you a little bit more time with Psychic Kerrigan or whoever you get your reading with. And if you are one of our loyal Karma Reward members, make sure you check out our app and our website, because right now we have our December holiday celebration going on, and there's going to be cool stuff happening. So make sure that you are checking that out. And yeah, as we're approaching the holiday season, consider getting a chat reading, because I know when you're surrounded by family, it can be kind of hard to talk on the phone. So if you have a couple questions that you want to ask on the download, that is a great way to still get your questions answered without having to have the possibility of somebody overhearing.
I love chat. It helps me focus better with mediumship because I like to write. You know what I mean? And I do a lot of automatic writing anyways, you know, with psychic, being psychic. So when I'm actually typing, there's some stuff I don't even realize I'm typing that's actual messages. And like first and last names have been coming out during chat. And I'm just like, how does this happen? You know what I mean? Like, how does that happen?
Yeah. I love chat. I got a reading done with chat, and the psychic said some stuff. I have trouble with remembering things that I hear, and the psychic told me something. She gave me a specific date, and afterwards my chat transcript was emailed to me, so I could go back in and I could look at that date for future reference. And I think that is an absolutely incredible feature. If you're like me, where things go in one ear and out the other, definitely check that out.
Yes, chat is very cool.
We have a question from Sammy. He says, hey, I'm Sammy, and I wanted to know if I'm on the right path with my current love with Josh. I also want to know if Bobby on the other side approves.
I like Josh. I do. I like you too, Sammy, but I like Josh. I like both of you together. It's good. It's definitely good. I feel like this could definitely become, if you know how when we build a foundation for a home and we lay bricks and then we lay another layer of bricks and another layer of bricks, you two are about on your fourth layer of bricks. And then a couple more layers and you can build the house, metaphorically, so to speak. But as for Bobby's blessing, I feel like Bobby's the one to put you both on the same path so you can be together. Like there's some like divine intervention going on here when it comes to Bobby and putting you and Josh in the right place at the right time. So yeah, it's good. It's definitely good. And Bobby says that, you know, well, not says it, but I'm seeing it, which is the same. When it's funny because it's using like biblical things, but when you reach the pearly gates, we're having a party. Be prepared to have a party when you reach the pearly gates. Is what, Bob? Can I please come, Bobby? Please, I need a good party too. But yeah, it's good. It's definitely good, and it's just going to keep. It's going to go. It's going to grow stronger. It's going to grow longer. It's going to get even more intense and super duper cool. It's going to be wicked awesome. But it really is. Good choice.
We have another love question. This one comes over from Gina on YouTube. They ask, is Shelby right for me?
Yes, I do feel that there's good energy between Gina and Shelby. It feels good. I feel like it's like a pendulum swings back and forth sometimes, you know, but ultimately energies are energies and your energies match. And kind of feels like you're cut from the same cloth, so to speak, you know, so you understand each other. You have the same morals and you have the same values. Shelby could be a little bit immature sometimes, and that's annoying, but it's nothing that both of you can't work out, you know, so it is good. Stay on the course of action. And I'm going to tell you something. If at any time you want to, you know, not be on this path with Shelby, it's okay too. Don't feel bad about that. You got to put yourself first. So I think that's a bigger message, is putting yourself first, you know, is continuing to put yourself first. That's a big deal, at least from what I'm picking up.
We have a question from Ashleigh. She says, Kerrigan, I love you. Is there anything my grandmother wants to tell me? Her name is Lovie Dell, and does she approve of my boyfriend, Tommie?
Well, thank you, Ashleigh. I love you too. Let's see. Lovie Dell. Miss Lovie Dell, please come through. She's in like this golden aura of light. It's just amazing. It's amazing. She says that you are where you are supposed to be right now, and she has heard your petitions, your prayers. She says that, or Lord, though, yeah. She says she's not speaking. She's out there a little bit, but I can hear it. She's saying that what you've asked for, what you've prayed for, what you've petitioned for, it is now. It is absolutely right now. So accept it. And you always say, thank you. And you do count your blessings. But as for approving of Tommie, yeah, absolutely approving of Tommie. But one thing is too, that your expectations, don't dial down your expectations a little bit. Give Tommie a chance to turn that volume button up without you cranking it all the way to 10. She says you're just a little bit too much in control, honey, and just kind of pull it back a little bit. But she says she wouldn't have had you any other way, because the reason why she wanted you to be in control is so you can be successful in life. She wants you to prosper, and you are prospering now. And she says she's not leaving your side. And she says you continue to be that proper lady that she's always expected you to be. Wow, I love her. I absolutely love her. I'm so sorry I'm bawling like a baby, but my God, that is such a beautiful message. And that is wow, prosper. She says she wants you to prosper, and it is right now. Yes, Tommie's good. No worries about Tommie. She wants you to continue on your path too. So you will. And maybe something about strike the pose. I don't know what that means, but that's what she said, strike the pose. Wow.
This one comes from Michelle over on YouTube. She wants to know if Tony is the one.
Tony. I feel like there's more to Tony's name. Honestly, I do. I want to say yes, but my gut's saying no. I'm sorry. I want to say yes, not to to appease you, because I want it to work. Separate that. It's going to be a struggle, Michelle. It is. It's going to be a struggle because I like Tony. I feel like Tony's got to settle Tony's butt down a little bit, just a little bit more tweaking with Tony. And I feel like if you back up just a little bit more, you're going to be able to see that balance come through to where it can work. But as for right now, it's almost like I'm skiing and here's you and here's Tony, and you guys are like this a little bit. And that's frustrating, and it's irritating. It's irritating me. I'm sorry, but it is. But I do see like July, August timeframe. That's when everything can be balanced, and that's when I feel like you can be content with Tony. But it's going to be a struggle from now until then. But the one, if you can get through that, you can have patience getting through that. It's a good match. It is a good match. Tony can get out there and Tony can make a good living. He can. It's just, you got to be the person that's the wind beneath his wings. And how many more times are you going to do that? I'm sorry. I love you. I do, but I'm just being real. Just be careful. Yes, it can work, but there's that gap from now until that summer time frame that is topsy-turvy. So make sure you balance your emotions the best that you can throughout that course of that time frame, and then I feel like it can work.
Perfect. Well, I think we have time for one or two more questions, so get your questions in right now, comment them, tell your friends to get in here and comment theirs. They have a couple more minutes left. But this next one comes from Lisa on YouTube. She says, finally ready for a relationship after a 2-year divorce. Do you see any love interest for me?
Yes, there is. I was double checking the time frame. There's something very significant with you in March time frame. Now, I don't feel like this is like through a computer. No, I was looking at that too. I didn't see the blue screen. I saw like somebody organic, like you out and about. This person knows you. This person knows this other person. It's like a natural connection. It definitely is a natural connection. And there's a lot of telephone talk too between you and another person. What I'm pulling through, as for, I don't want you to look out for this because I don't want you to miss anything. That's why I don't like giving details on who's coming through, because then we look for them. Like if we say, oh my gosh, it's got like Drew Carey glasses, then we're going to be looking for those old Buddy Holly glasses, right? We don't want to do that. But what I did see was somebody that does suit up. They suit up. They dress well in order to make their money. So it is somebody that is a professional person. And I feel like they're very, very, very religious, but not too religious to where you can't, do some cool things. You know what I mean? Like non-religious things, but they are very, very holy. And that's good because everybody needs some of that. But there's still fun about it too. So it's good. Yeah, it's coming. But I do feel like you're going to smack you right in March. It's going to hit you right in March.
So before we jump into this last question, I have a great one that I want to end the stream with. I just want to remind everyone that if you didn't get your question answered today, or you have a follow-up question, make sure that you give us a call, or you download our app, or you visit us on the website at californiapsychics.com. Kerrigan is absolutely incredible to get a reading with, and we have so many incredible psychics on our line. So make sure that you check them out, and get a reading that works for you, whether that's a phone reading or a chat reading. Our psychics are here to help you in this uncertain time. And if you are a new customer, we have this promo code that's been flashing at the bottom of the screen. Dude Mom 5 is going to get you $5 added to certain new customer packages. And for our loyal customer rewards members, which if you don't know what Karma Rewards is, it's our rewards program. It's absolutely incredible. When you sign up, you get a free detailed birth chart that has so much insight. But this December, we have our December holiday celebration going on right now. So definitely check that out for some special offers that are coming your way. And my cat is starting to scream at me. This next question is going to come from Florencia. She asks, will I have a better start of the year?
Yes, because you have the ability to see the positive and kind of slay the negative. You have to also put your energy on reserve too, because you've really worked hard to be able to see the positive things that are coming through. And you've helped a lot of people be able to see the positive things that are coming through for them too. And that can be a little taxing on your soul, you know. But yes, I do feel like it will definitely be better start for this year for you. They do show me travel September, October, November, December next year. Boom, 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 boom. So you'll be a road warrior. You really will be. Could be 2-3 days at a time, could be extended, but it's definitely coming to you. And there's something about Jack. I heard a name Jack come through. I'm not sure exactly what that means. I do feel like it's in spirit. But it's almost like they're guiding you as well. I think that will make sense to you. I'm pretty sure it will. But yes, it will be a good start to this year coming up. Absolutely. And thank you. You're welcome.
Right. Thank you so much for everyone that joined us. We'll be back next week, same time with Psychic Marin. The week after that, we'll be doing our tarot live on our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So make sure that you check that out. We will be doing our tarot readings with Psychic Regan this month. And then on the 28th, we will be doing another live reading with Psychic Tegan. So make sure that you come back for that. And thank you so much for everyone that tuned in. Thank you so much to everyone that, you know, keeps tuning in. It is so great to see you guys every single week. And Kerrigan, thank you so much for joining us again.
Well, thanks for having me. I love spending time with everyone. It's so much fun.
Really is. Well, thank you, everyone. Have a great evening. Bye.